I am at Acres Land Trust, Fogwell Forest. The sign has seen some better days, but it looks like they're doing some renovation here. The fence looks pretty new. Fogwell Forest kind of has two parts. So there's the meadow area on the kind of northeast side, and then the west side is a forest. About 2 miles of trail, so I'm gonna have to start and stop the video because nobody wants to watch, you know, probably about a 40 to 45 minute long video. Yeah, so this is my second time at Fogwell Forest, again, Acres Land Trust property. First time I came was back in November. I got here and there was probably 30 minutes of daylight left. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour to hike all the trails here, so it got pretty dark by the time I finished. That was not intentional. I misjudged things. Today is a lot better, right? I've got a couple hours of daylight, so I'll be fine here. So this side is the more meadow side. So I'll admit something in this video. Meadow landscape, grassland like this, I recognize the value, the habitat for different kinds of birds and such, but it is not my favorite hiking area. Now, there'll probably be some nice wildflowers here in a couple weeks, and it might be better, you know, in April. But the rest of the year, I just find meadow and grassland to be rather boring. So I'm probably going to skip most of this part in the video. We'll pick it up when we get to the forest part. Maybe we'll see some more of the grassland if I see something interesting. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if the microphone picks it up. Of course, it's not going to make the noise right now. But there is the hooting of a great horned owl coming from somewhere. I feel like I hear one come. That's not the great horned owl. One coming from this direction. I just heard it again. And then one answering from over here. I don't know if the microphone will be able to pick it up over the sound of the interstate. It's loud enough. But there's a chance we might see an owl on today's hike, so I have to have my camera ready and maybe we'll be able to get something on video. It is somewhere over there. I don't see it, but we might be able to hear it. I don't know if the microphone will pick this up. But there is a great horned owl somewhere around here. I don't know if the microphone's picking that up, but it's out there somewhere. Back to hiking. Okay, coming up to the wooded part now after a somewhat non-eventful trip through the grassland meadow. Still hear the interstate right next door. I'm hoping But somewhere around here we'll be able to hear the owl. But I don't know if it's loud enough, plus with the interstate, if we'll be able to hear it. Just not sure about that. Coming up to a fork in the trail, and it looks like it's going to be a little bit muddy if I keep going straight, but I think that I can get through it. So this way is a little bit of a shortcut through the forest, but I'm going to try to go through, try and get through this muck right here. I don't know if you just heard that. I heard the owl again. I don't know if you can hear that over the sound of the interstate. It's out here somewhere. Just looking for it. I don't know if you heard it. Looks like it's coming, or sounds like it's coming from this direction somewhere. Maybe when I get around the loop, we'll be able to see it. But at the moment, let me take a picture here of the muddy trail. And let's try to get through this. So the way the trail works is you've kind of got the loop that goes around the grassland into the forest, and then you have another loop in the forest, and they're connected by this short path. It just so happens that the short path is the flooded part, so we need to go back through the muck here. Okay, so I'm staying along the edge of the trail, right? Not going too far off the trail, but not going through the middle of all of this. Then I'm looking, there's some fallen branches, stepping on those, stepping on this log, and getting over here. Getting back to the edge of the trail and on the boardwalk. Now we go this way, which will finish up the first loop. Some more hiking. I'm still hoping to see the great horned owl. It's around here somewhere. I haven't heard it in a while though. I don't know, maybe it got chased away, but more hiking. This is an interesting spot. Okay, let me pull up the map. We are right here, right there where my thumbnail is on the map. So you can see the trail goes right to the edge of the property, runs right along the edge of the property. And we are there. On the other side of the property line, there's another trail, but they really don't want people over onto their part of the property. So they got all these posted private property signs on all those trees. I could see how someone could get confused, right? I mean, it looks like the trail continues on over there into that private property, but the Acres Trail makes a little bit of a right turn here. But it could, someone could easily get confused right here, end up on the wrong part of the trail. I completely understand that, but it does seem a little unnatural having all these bright yellow signs right along there. I feel like there'd be a better way for dealing with that, but I don't know. So my point here is pay attention, make sure you have maps and you know where you're going. Just because it looks like somewhere might be the trail, that might be somewhere you're not supposed to be. So I'm going to stay over here on the acres property where I'm allowed to be. It's also a little bit weird to see this purple painted fence posts, because those are no trespassing signs, but these are definitely on acres property. So I don't know what's going on with those, but I'm staying on the acres property. Coming up here to a boardwalk, a little bit of a boardwalk, get through some wetland area. It's kind of nice. And I'm still looking, trying to find this great horned owl. He's out here somewhere. I haven't heard him in probably close to half an hour now, so I don't know, maybe he flew away. Maybe I scared him and he's hiding somewhere. But I feel like it's this part of the forest where I should see him. Oh well, more hiking. So I decided to give one more try, come over here to the western edge and see if we can get this horned owl over here. I heard it as I was walking over here, but with the wind and the interstate, I don't know. I don't know if you can hear that. I just heard it. I just heard it. And I have no idea what the microphone is picking up right now. It is somewhere out there. I can hear it, but I can't see it where it is. With the wind and the interstate, I can't quite pick out the direction it's coming from either, other than somewhere in those trees. Well, I'm back to the car. So I guess that's the end of this hike. Thanks for taking a hike with me.